Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. So, in your pre shuffle, you guys have the forgiveness card being important for this week, okay? This says, I'm willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. So, it's really about letting go of any anger, any pain, any conflicting feelings that you may still have that might be tying you up to the past, all right? To past versions of yourself so that you can be free and move forward. All right, so let's dive in and see what else is going on for you guys the rest of the week. For my lovely angels out there, for the Geminis, please, Spirit, let's get you some other cards. For Gemini, please, what are the messages do they need to hear for this week? All right, you go buy the book. I'm hearing like a slow pace being called in, like da-da, 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 like representing footsteps. I don't know why. Anyway, so the buy the book card is quite a nice card, to be honest, because it says that sometimes there's a time to reinvent the wheel, and there are other times where other people have already cleared the path for us, and can mean that we can move very faster down a certain path if we go by the book, right? By following the status quo at times, kind of finding somebody who inspires you, who knows the path ahead, right? I always say with this, that little elephant is you, and maybe at times you feel like you can just, this journey is taking me forever. I'm just going to go and find my own way. But look around you, there's not much. There's not much, which represents the fact that this little elephant, if it does go on its own, it's going to get a bit lost, right? Whereas if it follows the experts, the people who have traveled down this desert, traveled down this path, you'll get there much quicker than if you did on your own. So this could be a really good time to connect with a community. I always say this, and for some reason I feel like similar to what Taurus is having, like there is an emphasis at the moment about accountability partners, and I don't know why. There being an influence about community or needing a community, because it will influence you in a positive way. So community isn't always just the people that we have around us, but it can also be people online. If there is somebody who inspires you in some way, who is doing the things that you want to do, see how they did it. Okay, you don't have to copy it, but it's about following that kind of routine or that kind of getting inspired by something, okay, to guide you is going to be very important, because the number 11 reminds me of 11th house, and astrology is also about your social circle being important, or again your community being important as well. But anyway, can also represent that maybe you guys need to read a little more, go by the book, maybe study something. All right, following the textbook. Let's see what else is going on for Geminis this week. Appreciation. All right, so there's a few messages behind this one. Maybe you guys are getting appreciation from people around you. All right, people could be really looking up to you in some way. You could be looking up to others, appreciating others, but also this looks like the saying where they say it's a good time to stop and smell the roses, right? Make sure that you're stopping to smell the roses. So it's kind of about having gratitude along the way. Can be very important for you guys too. So even though it may not feel like there's a lot going on around you, and you can't really see exactly where you're going, or you don't very much feel close to maybe a goal, but appreciation is saying maybe it's a good time to stop and smell the roses, or count your blessings in some way. All right, let's dive in a little bit deeper, see what else is going on. All right, for Geminis, okay, you have Destiny. Aries just had this. This is a card that comes through when you are being called to your destiny. All right, this is also a really good card for soulmates, so I will explain that in a second. You have Quest, and that says it's not a good time to overcomplicate things. You might be overcomplicating your path. Okay, and you have Gossip, and just down here you have Renewal, which we will consider. I'll keep it on the bottom of the deck though. All right, so you are renewing something. You're on the precipice of renewal. That's what it feels like you're entering. Is this, I always say you're entering your spring. So winter kind of is like that desert where it feels like there's not a lot around you. When we see winter, all the leaves have gone from the trees. Everyone is in survival mode to retain their energy for the winter, for cold periods. It is kind of survival mode. So maybe you have been in survival mode for a little bit, and in order to pull yourself out from it, maybe there is something that you do need to look at or be inspired by to guide you out of a certain state of being. Or getting help from others, again, could be important for you, because you're entering a thriving period, which is great. I always say that because spring is all about new life, new things blossoming, things are getting warmer, we're feeling a little bit more free. So that's all representing an energy you'll be entering. So for now, this week, so just to give you some like optimism, within this week, you do have destiny, quest, and gossip. Now, destiny comes in when you and somebody else have asked to reincarnate into this life together to teach each other something. So it does kind of represent soulmates being important. If you are in a relationship, this person is someone you've been with in another lifetime. So if you ever felt that feeling, then this is just to confirm that for you. But it doesn't just have to be romantic. It's somebody who's coming into this lifetime. You both agreed to this beforehand to teach each other something. So somebody could end up being a catalyst in some way, and that could be something that you both agreed on here, whatever that is for you. Maybe this is something to forgive, someone to forgive, or again, not someone to forgive as in letting them back into their life, especially if they've already taught you the lesson. It's time to let that go, take the lesson and leave the rest, okay? Let all the resentment and all that stuff stay with that energy. Let's not bring it into this new energy that you're going into, all right? Now, quest does come through, as I already said, when we might be overcomplicating something. This lady is looking for the blue path, all right? And she says that she has to go high and low through winter and spring to be able to get to where is it, to find this blue path that she's looking for. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you're already in the right place for it. So sometimes this happens when we feel like we're not aligned to our purpose. And that is a normal feeling when you feel like, you're not living up to your potential, or maybe your external environment is not, not what you want it to be. You are exactly where you need to be today. The future is along the blue path. So all you need to do is continue to change the way that you're walking down the blue path, but you're already on the blue path. You're already living your purpose, Gemini. So that's something I want to say about it. So when it comes down to goals, again, don't overcomplicate it. I still don't know what that means for you, but just for anyone out there who resonates with that, don't overcomplicate the goal. All right. Just take each step along the way. All right. Then you have, and remember, you're already on the right path. Some of you might feel like this is not my path and I need to go somewhere else and create something again, reinvent the wheel almost. But you can do that later down the line if that's really something that you want to do. But right now you are on the right path. You're being guided somewhere. Now you have gossip coming through, so you guys could be facing some gossip at this time, or people could be gossiping about you, or you could be gossiping. Okay, whatever this is, it's a good energy to steer clear from. God, sorry, can't speak today, Gemini. What this means is if you are facing gossip at this time, then, usually it's coming from people who are unhappy. This lady loves green and it doesn't hurt anybody. She loves green. She loves to wear it. She paints her house green. And what's so wrong with that? People will always find something to criticize people on, really. So just pay attention to it. You don't need to listen to this. Forgive them, for they do not know. It's the words coming to mind. Maybe they do know, but they're too close-minded to change. So that's their path. That's not our responsibility, all right, to convince them not to gossip about you, okay? So just live your life. It means that you are enjoying yourself and you're doing things that you love, and other people are, just miserable. Now, if you are gossiping, a good time to maybe not do that and question why maybe you might be doing that. Okay, but anyway, let's see what else going on for you guys here. Let's see, for the Geminis, free yourself, right? This says it's time to make a decision, follow your heart. Sometimes screaming helps. All right, you have wait. Now, for some of you, if there is like something of the past here, because this free yourself coming through with destiny, some of you do need to maybe do some like cutting of the ties, a soul tie with somebody, especially if you're still like, if they're away from you, but you're still feeling like the past is influencing you or holding you back, is a good time to do that. Right, you have wait. It's not the right time. The universe is working on it. Trust in divine timing. It's right underneath quest here. So maybe because you feel like you're not in alignment to your dreams, your destiny right now, you feel like there's something that you need to do to come, to break free from something here. Whereas wait kind of feels like, you have a lot of freedom coming through, but I feel like in terms of maybe your career, your money, whatever things that you're wanting and desiring in your outer world, they're asking you to wait. All right. Trust in divine timing. The universe is working on it. They're taking you somewhere where you have more freedom. Okay. Now, feel free to be free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be. Express yourself. This is coming up underneath gossip. Okay. It's a good time to free yourself from people who are into so much gossip and love to talk about people and they're miserable, you know, with their own lives, but they love to talk about people who are doing something with their lives, you know. Just stay away from that energy, okay? A lot of this freedom has to do with like people, it seems like, because underneath gossip you have feel free to be free, and underneath destiny you have free yourself, okay? All right, let's see what else is going on for you guys in the tarot cards. Let's see for Geminis the overall energy for this week. 5 of Swords. This comes true when we're having to accept some sort of defeat in a situation, okay? You may be losing a battle. Sorry, I can't speak today. You may be losing a battle, but it doesn't mean that you've lost the war, okay, which is the end goal. So there's a few messages coming through and I'm trying to make sense of them because I'm a very visual reader, and what I'm seeing is like, you know, there's a phrase where it's like it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, which means that we don't have to rush everything. We can take our time, which makes sense with by the book. That's what they're saying here. It's not about your how quick you are at attaining something, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is. It's about your something that's even more admirable is your persistence and determination and your perseverance. Because if you think about people who run marathons, that takes a lot of work, right? To keep going and not give up. So I feel like that's what they want you to focus on. What was something that I was seeing about that? Yeah, because for some of you, you might be comparing yourself to people who seem like they've done things quickly. Or like, because I feel like you're comparing, you've got a special skill or talent for a lot of you out there. You're very unique. You specialize in marathons. You're very good at staying persistent and to keep going, to not give up, and to keep pushing with something and to adapt and to change. You're a Gemini, right? So you're quite good with that. But you're comparing yourself to others who are quicker than you, or who they don't have the marathon skills. They're just quick. Or they got skills elsewhere, right? I'm trying to make sense of what I'm seeing here. So again, don't compare yourself to others. Especially, when it comes down to that. Now, the 5 of Swords could be feeling of defeat in some way. Usually this card comes in when there is a conflict though. So for some of you, it is time to move on. It's time to accept that a situation has not worked out in your favor. You know, this person's having to take the 3 swords with them to move forward, okay? To let go of something that's clearly not aligned with them. So whatever you're releasing and letting go of, that is the energy of the week, I guess, is to find forgiveness with that, to free yourself from whatever this is. Let's see, 5 of Swords, please, for Gemini. 7 of Pentacles. That's the marathon here that we're saying about, and the Knight of Swords is the sprint. What you're having to let go of is that whatever your dream or goal is with the 10 of Cups, whatever this happiness is to you, it may not come through with the Knight of Swords, this speed run. You know, it's not something that you can just like cut corners to. Because the Knight of Swords, if you rush too far ahead, Gemini, what happens is you miss over certain details or you stumble over yourself. But the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles feels like by adapting something that did not work is going to be the thing that leads towards more stability. Maybe this is about trying to find like quick happiness, you know, like quick fixes. But it feels like a dream. Like now I'm seeing this visually as like, this is the state that you're in, and this is almost like a dream in a bubble, and it's almost like you're trying to chase something. Sorry, Gemini, I don't know why your reading is being like this, right? Let's move forward and hope that it makes sense in a little bit. But the 7 of Pentacles says that even though you might not see things fully changing on the surface, just like this tree, we're not seeing a lot of progress on its day to day, but that doesn't mean that the roots are not deepening and getting more grounded. So whatever it is that you're working on, don't be too quick to rush it, all right? And also, there might be some things that we can adapt and learn from through mistakes. That's fine, okay? Right. Let's carry on for the lovely Geminis. Right, let's see. For the Geminis out there, please, Spirit, what is going on in their energy? What is their energy for this week for Gemini? The 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're feeling a little bit lackluster. What does that mean? lackluster. On the bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Now, 5s represent necessary changes. Something needs to change when the 5s come up, okay? Whether it's changes that are already going on around you, outside of your control, or whether there are certain things that are being brought to your awareness this week for you to change. So with that 5 of Swords, whatever is not working out, maybe there's something that we can learn from this to adapt. Again, it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay? Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So if something didn't work out, or some conflict happened, what did you learn from this, and how can you adapt your path moving forward because of something that's happened in a way? How can we learn from, conflict or whatever? Now, 5 of Pentacles in your energy tells me that you feel at the moment, maybe financially in a difficult position, or maybe you feel like you have lost something in your life, whether it be a person, or you're feeling a bit left out in the cold by people, a lack of community, a lack of guidance. Now, the 5 of Pentacles here, again, 5s, something needs to change with this, and it is in your control in a way. We might not be able to, again, fast track our finances if that's your problem, or might not be able to fast track your whatever hole you feel like has been left from a certain situation. However, they're outside the church here, and their advice really is to go inside. The lights are on, the church is open, right? You can go in there and ask for guidance, ask for help, okay? And I feel like that's something that Spirit was wanting you to do here. Let's see, 5 of Pentacles for Gemini. The Empress, this is almost like they're giving you some tips. Empress, 6 of Swords, and the Star, okay? Which says that I feel like with the Empress, this is all about when you understand you are worthy, okay? And similar to appreciation here as well, actually. It feels like with gratitude and with some self-worth and working on yourself and being in this attracting, I feel like this is your way of manifesting at the moment, is to attract. Of course, it doesn't mean to not do anything, but it does mean is understanding that you are deserving of everything that you want and desire in this lifetime. Right? Venusian energy, which is all about the luxury and all the finer things in life. You are deserving of that. All right. And therefore it is your birthright, and therefore it shall happen. But with the 5 of Pentacles, it does feel like you need to put yourself in this position, if that's what's inside the church, is finding yourself, finding your, divine rights as a spiritual being here in this human body. Self-love, of course, comes through with this card, holding yourself to a higher standard, but also looking after yourself, looking after your body and your mind and your spirit. Okay, some of you, it could be asking for help. Okay, but the Empress is almost like she sits in her throne, and she doesn't feel like she needs to rush anything, or panic, or feel like things are never going to work out for her, because she knows that they will in the right timing. And you have weight here as well, so it feels like things are going to happen when they need to. Now, 6 of Swords and the Star. Now, when you're in this Empress energy, it does feel like things are going to move forward for you, and maybe they already are. Doors may have been shutting on you, Gemini, and it feels like maybe things are like, oh my God, what's going on? But it feels like it's taking you somewhere. Where is it taking you? Well, actually, what's interesting is the 6 of Swords is running away from the 5 of Swords, right? Moving towards the Star, wish fulfillment. So again, there are lessons that we can learn from some difficulties that have been going on in your life. The lessons you can take with you, but leave everything else. Okay, it's time to start fresh and move towards your dreams and fulfillments, whatever they are to you. It's unique for everybody, but it's the Star, healing and wish fulfillment. Okay, your dreams, your goals. Just like by the book, you are being led there. Okay, but maybe you need some help. Maybe you need to get inspiration online. Again, like whatever the help is to you, asking someone for help and for guidance, whether that's counseling, or whether that is asking a family member for help, or whether it's financial help, whether it's spiritual help, whatever it is, or just seeing people online gives you that inspiration and helps you to connect with yourself. That feels very important. Okay, my angels, but either way, it's helping you to move forward. Alrighty, my angels, let's see what else is going on for you guys in terms of your challenge position this week. What is the challenge or obstacle for Gemini? The Tower and the Queen of Wands. Now, for some of you, you've had a falling out with somebody. Definitely. With the Tower and the Queen of Wands, something has knocked your confidence when this comes up. Okay. Or maybe you guys found out about something somebody. You know, the Queen of Wands could be somebody who you have fallen out from, a friend, family member, lover, whoever. It could be a fire sign. That's Libra. Sorry, I was gonna say Libra. That's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You could have found out about somebody else. Maybe this is about gossip. Maybe you're finding out that a friend was actually gossiping about you. Whatever it is, the Tower card and the Queen of Wands. Sudden information coming your way, sudden enlightenment, maybe some sort of spark happens, okay, or information gets released, divine timing, divine intervention that causes a separation or a falling out. The Tower is destructive, right? But it's here to expose faulty foundations, people or situations in your life that are not helping you to grow or to evolve or to even build yourself on stable foundation here. So the Tower card is almost bringing something to your awareness here. Okay, now with the Queen of Wands, because this is your challenge, it does feel like for some of you, it's about how to move away from the situation. And also for a lot of you, it's how to get your confidence back after you feel like it's been knocked, okay, with the Tower card. Let's see. Let's clarify it for you. Queen of Wands and the Tower in your blockage position, the Two of Wands. So it feels like there's a change in your goals, okay, whatever this is, there's a change in your goals here. Two of Wands. Expansion. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It feels like the Tower card has come in. That does feel quite negative, to be honest. That Tower did intuitively feel a bit like, whoa, the frick. It may have changed your goals, and that may have knocked your confidence, you know, whatever it is for you. The Two of Wands and this Queen of Wands is quite nice, because it's almost like you get to recreate yourself. You get to recreate your future. You get to recreate something, and it doesn't feel necessarily bad. It does mean you have to step up to the plate. That's what I'm hearing. You've got to step up to the plate, though, in order to have those things that you desire and to be that person that you desire to be. So Two of Wands, good time to really think about what you want, okay, moving forward, and to do so with confidence. You know, don't play small. That's important. What's going on in your external surroundings for the Geminis? Three of Wands. So things seem a bit delayed in your external surroundings. You're waiting for your results to come your way, because the Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come back in after you've sent yours out. So whether you're waiting for communication, or whether you're waiting for results in general or feedback, whatever. Let's see what this is. The Tower card. So again, similar, you're waiting for the Tower. Let's get one more for that. The Three of Pentacles. In your external surroundings, maybe this is to do with your work. Now, Three of Pentacles is not necessarily bad here. Maybe you guys are, maybe this is actually to do with maybe where the gossip is. Three of Pentacles, the Tower. Yeah, maybe you're waiting for something about this. Now, for others of you, with Three of Wands, the Tower, and the Three of Pentacles, it feels like Three of Pentacles again is about building a plan or collaborating with others. This could be maybe something that will help you get what it is that you're wanting a lot quicker. Because again, weight says it's not the right timing for something, but this is a really good time to plan and to prep and to use this Tower to your advantage in some ways. Whatever you guys are having this sudden spark about might be able to help you in some way. Let's get one more for that. In your external surroundings. The Chariot reversed. And the Ten of Pentacles. So it does feel like there is going to be this Ten of Pentacles, which is financial windfall in some way. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of financial windfall or some sort of financial stability or something in the family, maybe even as well. The Chariot again represents that something is not moving forward in your external surroundings. Some of you might get news that, you know, something that you were waiting for is not coming. So maybe having to rebuild in a way. Again, that's the Three of Pentacles and the Tower does feel like rebuilding something, which feels better. Whatever this is, it feels better. The Ten of Pentacles. It's interesting. So maybe you get a little bit of negative news. Again, it changes a plan, but it feels like the plan ends up becoming a lot better, and you can't see that now. That's why it's saying to trust in divine timing. The universe is working on it. They're taking you somewhere. Yeah, so maybe you were already trying to reinvent the wheel. You're trying to find your own way because you felt like the universe was not taking you where you want to go, right? But then it was rejected a bit, and now you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But Spirit's saying you're in this period of feeling stagnant or waiting for a reason, because they're taking you somewhere to the 10 of Pentacles. So stability, abundance in some way, right? Interesting, right? Let's see what else is going on here. In the inner world of Gemini, oops, the King of Swords. Whoa, why is it? I couldn't even grab it, right? Okay, and the Justice. So you're in an energy of really trying to make things right. So Justice and the King of Swords is quite good. It feels like you're looking at things very logically. There are 2 swords up here as well. So that represents that you are looking at the truth of situations. You're looking at things clearly with no BS involved. You're in a very logical position this week. And I think that's going to help you bring in some balance. Justice, maybe again, you're waiting for contracts, but this is going on in your inner world. So you're finding balance within. Maybe from a more logical approach again, which could help you to move forward, to understand what you clearly want, maybe how to cut ties with things, to fully forgive, move forward, to find balance, to find justice, and to create that for your life moving forward. Right, let's get you another one. The 2 of Cups. This can be you and your higher self. You're getting into alignment with yourself here. Now, for some of you, this could again be about a certain soulmate in your life that you're getting clear about. You're trying to find some justice in, but this is your inner world. So for a lot of you, you're really trying to figure out internally what it is that you need to do to have more balance, maybe to have more of a flow of love in your life with others, with people, with better people. Maybe you're connecting to communities a bit better, or that's something that you realize that maybe you need to do a bit more. You're creating balance, which is quite nice. Now, lastly, I'm going to get some advice for you, but let me just help the camera out. Right, let's see some advice for Gemini this week, please, Spirit. Advice, the Hermit. So really about analyzing and reflecting, looking at life from a higher perspective could be important. Taking some time out for yourself. All right, the Hermit. It's about also using the wisdom that maybe you already have within. And it's also, again, about a teacher or a mentor in some ways. Maybe you're feeling called to do that, or again, maybe to have someone like that. Now, 8 of Pentacles and the Fool. It does feel like there is some awareness coming through for you guys this week. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is all about the work that you put in now comes back to you, which is interesting. So I feel like there is a change here. Maybe you're going to change your job, or change something that you're working on here, or change the way that you're working on something. That's quite important. The Fool, it feels like you're learning, because you start off the reading with some feeling of disappointment, right? And feeling the need to adapt a plan. You're going from the 7 of Pentacles now to the 8, but maybe there is a risk involved because it's the Fool. Maybe you have to start something new, or do a new way of doing something, right? New goal, whatever it is, but it actually will pay off for you with the 8 of Pentacles here. The Hermit, some of you will dive into your work, some of you will be building up your finances. It's quite good for that, but because this is your advice, it's an energy to step into. And the Hermit, a place of wisdom and understanding from your higher self, your higher perspective. So listening to that inner self, finding some calm, some quiet, some alone time to get there, you're going to find an answer that's really going to spark a new journey for yourself. Okay? And again, following a mentor is going to probably show you more results in some ways. Some of you need that. Again, a person in your life to feel inspired and to follow the footsteps of, okay? My angels, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. I hope this has helped. It's been a confusing reading for me personally, but I hope that somebody out there felt like it was beneficial. But anyway, I love you guys. Wish you all the best, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right.